Welcome back. The Namibian Police Force, in partnership with the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security, are running a month-long Firearm Amnesty exercise where people can hand over illegal firearms and ammunition without being prosecuted by the police. We're now joined on the line by Inspector General of the Namibian Police Force, Lieutenant General Joseph Shikongo. So good evening and welcome to the Daily Roundup.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, NBC, and good evening, listeners.
Now, the month of September is designated by NAMPO for extending an invitation to the Namibian public to hand over their unwanted or illegal firearms and weapons to the police. How receptive has the nation been to this call?
Yes, thank you very much. This is not only a NAMPO day, but there is also a day that has been declared by the African Union as the month of amnesty, where people in Africa, including the expected to hand in all the unlicensed firearms that has got an immunity in terms of possession. That means any Namibians who possess a firearms and it does not have a license, so this is now the time for them to hand them over to the Namibian police or to the authority at any particular police station.
Mm-hmm. And of course, this isn't the first
every year, September, from the 1st of September, we honor the September month as Amnesty Month. And it has been going very well. So far, we thank our community. They've been so cooperative. We have obviously the large number of firearms that ended in last year were in regions such as Comas, Omsati, or Angwena, or Shikoto, and then obviously the other regions. And this also including ammunition. If you find yourself in possession of ammunition that are not licensed, so this is now the time to go and hand it over to the police. What happens at the police station, obviously there will be a simple form that you complete, just so that yes, this firearms at least was handed by A or B.
Now, apart from firearms, what are some of the illegal unwanted weapons that the public can hand in?
So we are talking about the ammunition of any type. We are talking about hand grenades and any other ordinance that is not supposed to be possessed in the public domain or by the public member without having the license for possessing it.
In the event, Lieutenant, that someone has a firearm that could have been used in a crime, for example, and they're perhaps not the perpetrator, and they want to hand this in, but they fear that they could be arrested, are there any mechanisms that have been put in place to ensure compliance and that no arrests happens in these cases?
Well, because we want also to be very careful as we are dealing with this system. We want us to be careful because we don't want somebody who murdered somebody today and then want to benefit from the immunity. That means if you commit a crime today and then obviously tomorrow you hand over the weapon and we realize that this weapon was used in a commission of crime, I think we have got a duty to follow up that particular individual so that he can give us a statement who gave you the weapon and where did the weapon come from, so that we can ascertain. Just at the end of the day, we want also justice to be done. Mm-hmm. So the immunity that we are referring to is the immunity of possession. But should that weapon be found that it was used in a commission of crime, obviously such as murder or robbery or rape, so we would want the law enforcement would want to know exactly who had that weapon and who used it. Mm-hmm. I think that's very important.
Mm-hmm. As this is a nationwide campaign, where can people hand over their firearms?
So the firearms can be handed, to all police establishments in the country, throughout the country. So they can go to the police station at any particular police station throughout the 14 regions. They can hand over at any particular time. I recall that even last year at the national headquarters, there are some people obviously that came to us, and we not send them back. What happened when they came to us? We made an arrangement for the people from Firearms to come and receive them.
Mm-hmm. The weapons that are collected from this amnesty, what happens to them?
So the weapons that are collected from the amnesty, there are a number of processes. So we are talking about, because somebody might possess a firearm that is not usable, that's no longer serviceable, and perhaps that the person just want to get rid of it from him or her. So what happens when we start weapon? We take them for a testing. We check, we get our experts, they look at it. Those that are not functionally anymore, obviously they are going to be disposed, means they are going to be destroyed. So those that are serviceable, again, we will look to the other process, the legal framework, whether this weapon can be handed over maybe to the security sector of our republic, because I can tell you last year we have received some firearms or some rifles such as AK-47, R4 that are in good serviceable, in good working condition. And obviously you can't destroy a firearms that is in a good condition. Mm-hmm. So basically those that are working properly and they can be used, obviously they will be given where they would be required the most.
Lieutenant General, your final words or advice to the public this evening?
My final words and advice to our public, I'm encouraging our people please to come out to hand over any firearms that they do not need anymore. And this one again, I want also to urge our people, because there is also the issue of inheritance, where somebody passed on, and this very particular somebody had 2 or 3 firearms, and at the end of the day, they must be, during the will process, or perhaps before the person passed on, there must be an issue of who is going to take over this weapon. No matter whether you know yourself that you are the one to take over the weapon or not, I think the most important is to hand these firearms, register them to the police, and hand them in until you apply for the license. When you get the license, the police will call you in to come and correct your firearms or your firearms. Mm-hmm. So that is the process. So I'm urging people to come out without fear and bring them in. But we are warning that the criminal should not benefit from immunity by killing somebody today and the next morning go hand over the firearms to the